So good afternoon. So today we will see the demonstration of the first experiment, that is switchgear testing kit. So here you can see our switchgear testing kit. Already we have discussed this switchgear testing kit theory in detail during our session. So these are the 5 meters, digital meters, DC, AC voltmeter, AC millivoltmeter, DC voltmeter, then digital timer and AC voltmeter. Then you have these three rotary switches, ammeter selector switch, AC DC selector switch and counter selector switch. And these are the two variacs. This is current variac and this is the voltage variac. This is the start stop push buttons for current source variac and start stop push buttons for the voltage source variac. Right now I have connected this RYBN wires which are from the kit, and I have connected these RYBN wires to the supply on the table as told. Right now I will switch on this ICTP so that supply will come to the kit. So supply is switched on, 3-phase supply, and now I will switch on this MCB. I will switch on this 4-pole MCB. Now once I have switched on this 4-pole MCB, you can see supply is reached to the kit. Unfortunately this indicator is not working, but you can see these meters are indicating, that means supply is reached to the kit. Now first we will see the variation in voltage. For that I will put this selector switch to AC. We will see variation in AC voltage. So see now this AC voltmeter is blinking because I have put it on the AC mode. Okay. Now I will switch on this start push button of the voltage source variac because we want to see variation in the voltage. Right. So see this now indicator is blinking. So voltage source variac is made on. Now I will increase this voltage gradually. So you can see that this voltage is increasing, AC voltage, controllable AC voltage, this is increasing, right? And how much we can go up to this? We can go this up to 500 volt AC because we have seen maximum how much I can get. Maximum I can get 500 volt AC with the help of this kit, right? Now I will reduce this, and now let us see the variation in DC voltage. So I will put this switch to DC. So you can see now this DC voltage, and I will increase this voltage gradually. So now you will see the DC voltage. This is the DC voltage. Okay, 50, 53, 56, 58, 60. So in this way we will get variation in DC voltage up to 500 volt. So thus we have seen now I will stop this voltage source variac. Thus we have seen the variation in AC voltage and DC voltage in the switchgear testing kit. Now I will close this AC DC selector switch. Right. Now we will see the variation in the current. So I will inject the current. For that purpose, here you can see I have connected a sample cable between common and 50 ampere. This is common and this is 50 ampere. So between common and 50 ampere, I have connected this sample cable. So through this sample cable, I will inject some current. Okay. So for that, as we have seen, this external NC has to be shorted. So this external NC terminal I have shorted because otherwise current will not be injected. We have seen that in the control circuit, right? So now let us see the variation in current. I am going to inject current in the cable. So for that I will switch on this current source variac. So I have switched on current source variac. Again, unfortunately this indicator is not working, but nevertheless prior to that check that this 50 ampere ASS, 50 ampere CSS. So this sequence is to be matched. 50 ampere ASS, 50 ampere CSS, and the tap chosen is also here 50 ampere, common and 50. Then only the current will be injected, right? Now see, I will increase the current gradually. Here you can see on the meter, the injected value is showing. So this is this is now 6 ampere I have injected. I have injected now 7 ampere. Okay, so I have injected in this way 8.8 or 9.8 ampere current is injected through the cable now. 9.3 or 9.5. So let us verify this current with the help of tongue tester. So this is my tongue tester. The current is 9 ampere. So see, on the tongue tester you are getting current almost 10 ampere, 10 to 11, and on this screen you can see it is 9.9 ampere, 9.9 or 10 ampere. Okay, so 10 ampere, and here you have 10 to 11. So you can say approximately 10 ampere current is I have injected in the cable. Right. Now I will switch off this current source. Okay, so in this way we have seen the variation in AC DC voltage, and we have seen variation of current that is to be injected in the switchgear under test. So instead of this cable, we have to connect the current operated switchgear under test, and we have to inject current through that current operated switchgear, and we have to note down the time after which this particular switchgear is going to trip. So that way we will take the readings of current versus time. Okay, so this is in short about the demonstration of the switchgear testing kit. Now I will switch off the MCB again. This MCB 4-pole MCB I will switch off. So supply to the kit is switched off, and then I will switch off the 3-phase supply. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you.